Olay. Thought I'd do a little bit of a video because I've kind of took a back seat with a lot of things the last few months. Kind of got into a little bit of a hibernation phase, and kind of, yeah, slacked on most things. But coming out of it, I thought, right, okay, we really like the last couple of weeks. I need to start making progress. So the issue I've had, excuse me, I don't know if people remember at the beginning of the year, I think one of my first videos was doing an anthology that would include all 67 pieces of writing that I publicly kind of put out there. And I was going to compile it into an anthology with 4 pieces that I've never put anywhere. Or that I haven't put out publicly, and then create an anthology, and obviously, so people could then buy it if they wanted to, which would have that collection, which would have 4 new pieces, and then came up against my first hurdle was I couldn't get the front covers, the front cover and the back cover of the anthology to fit to the page without having border, which was really frustrating because I wanted to do it myself. I did assess going to printers, but I thought, no, I want it to be handmade, I want it to be from me. So, I've got a wire band there for making notebooks, and I've got the printer, so I thought I'd do it myself. But that was kind of the first hurdle. So a few tries for myself, then roped people in. So like my dad's been helping me, my friends been helping me, and then it kind of took a back seat because it was so frustrating. No matter how much I tried, I could not get exactly what I wanted from the covers. So yeah, it took a back seat for a few months, but me and my friend have been messing around with it today. Well, say me, and she's been helping me. And it finally come to the conclusion that while I could sort it from my laptop to fit the cover to the full dimensions of the page, the printer doesn't do that. And I don't know, because I'm like printing it on paper first without wasting photo paper. Apparently if it's printed on photo paper it will do that, so that's kind of my next test. However, through testing, I've managed to create a mock-up of what it's going to look like, so I thought I would share that. So I mean, this is a mock-up copy. It's like final edits and grammar checks, and obviously need to sort the covers out. But so basically that is going to be the front cover. Changed the anthology, the way it looks, because it was peach with like a different font style, and then on the bottom it says 2025 edition, because all pieces are included are all the pieces that was published in 2025. And I know that's the way that anthologies used to work when I was at school, so I thought I'd just stick to that, stick to what you know. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But also I found out that I was putting them too close to the edge. So trying to assess, you can see it's going to create this little white border. It was cutting the writing off. So we moved them further in. Because I'm going to laminate the covers as well, even though they'll be on photo paper to protect them. So that's kind of, and it's not as bright as what it will be because this is just normal paper. So that's kind of what the front's going to look like. So it looks a bit dull, but it's not going to be as dull as that. And then obviously on the back, I have like a outside picture that I took myself from a walk I've been on. It says RG writing on the bottom, and that's going to be the synopsis. So it's like a nature picture. You've got then the synopsis for, I think that's what you call it anyway, of what the book entails. And then if you open it, we've then got an index. So I've got index of all pieces of writing, which is double-sided. I've also done all the pages double-sided too, which are numbered. And there's 67 pieces in total. They're being published, but obviously I need to finish writing the acknowledgements, write a trigger warning page, and there was another thing I need. And print out the 4 new pieces as well. But yeah, so the next hurdle is seeing what the book cover is going to look like on photo paper, because that's the thing that's been holding me back. And because it's so frustrating, I've just been like, nah, don't matter. And it's like, nah, I had to kind of pick myself up through, different avenues and say, no, it does matter. We just need to find another way. It's maybe not the way that I wanted it to go. It's maybe not the way that I saw it going, but it's the way I still need to move forward with it, because it's still something that I want to do. So yeah, I started to do a video. It's probably going to be a long form video, because obviously it's saying we're already on 6 minutes, but just to explain that that's what's happening with it. I am aiming for a release date for this at the end of July, towards the end of July. It's just trying now over the next 2-3 weeks to get this sorted. Plus I'm also, because I have a business, a handmade accessories business called Little Serene Gift Shop, which I've been doing for over 8 years. I'm aiming to reopen the website for that business, but I have a section for RG writing, so there will then be a platform to buy this from when it's done. So I'm also working on that too, which is a long process. But yeah, that's the update with that. I haven't forgotten about it. It's really disheartening when something doesn't go the way that you want it to go, and it's not as simple as you thought it was going to be. And I know most people would be like, oh, just get in touch with printers. I have looked into it, and I just thought, I just want it to be a project that's completely done by myself. Not that I'm saying that that's a bad thing for other people to do it. Plus, it's the cost as well. I've also got to contemplate that. But yeah, that is the next step, seeing what the borders are like on photo paper. If I'm still not happy with it, then I probably will have to consider see if I can get printed. But we'll see. I'm hoping it will be okay. I have confidence. But yeah, that's the update for that. There will also each one, because there'll only be 20 copies of this, just to kind of gauge what the interest is. They'll all come with free matching clip-on charm. It says RG writing, has the same colours, and it's like a little book. I have put pictures up before. I am then also contemplating, I've just created a different cover, which would be like this anthology, but a deluxe version. And the difference would be that there would be backstory, an explanation and backstory for every single piece, so all the 67 pieces. I'm still in 2 minds whether that's going to be something I can move forward with, because that's a lot of writing, and I would probably be aiming for a November release on that. But that's still on the fence, but this is going ahead definitely. So hopefully I can assess the book cover and aim for a release on this by the end of July. So yeah, well, no, I've waffled a lot. It's nearly a 10-minute video, but I just thought I would update that so people kind of knew what I was doing with it, because it's been a while and I haven't really mentioned it. It's just been a frustrating process that has just floored me, because it's not as easy as I thought it was going to be, put it that way. And I could have done it audiobook, but I didn't want to. When people say, oh, you could do an audiobook or whatever, no, I don't. I just want it to be a completely my project, something that I'm handling. And yes, I have outsourced to my dad and my friend, but overall I wanted to create it as much as I possibly could myself. So yeah, keep your eyes, ears peeled, whatever you want to call it, and I will update if there's then going to be more problems with the cover, but I'm aiming over the next week to see what happens with the photo paper and then kind of go from there. And that's obviously, after that, I'll then have to decide if it goes okay, then yeah, I'll move forward with that. If it doesn't, then obviously I'm probably going to have to reach out to printers and see how I can do it that way. But we'll see. But I'm going to go because I've chewed everybody's ears off for over 10 minutes. But yeah, hopefully you'll be able to access a copy for yourself soon. I'm going to shoot off, and I'll see you on another one.